हेलो, वेलकम यू ऑल टू अफबाउ। अपकमिंग 19 फरवरी 2023 में जो कंबाइंड जियो साइंटिस्ट एग्जाम होने वाला है उसमें जो 100 मार्क्स का जीएस या जीके पोर्शन आएगा दैट विल कंटेन 120 क्वेश्चंस। हर एक क्वेश्चन का 0.83 मार्क्स होगा फॉर करेक्टली चूजिंग द आंसर। और ये 120 क्वेश्चंस में 12 to 15 क्वेश्चंस होंगे फ्रॉम करंट अफेयर्स। सो आपको मैं एक बार 2023 का जनवरी और 2022 का नवंबर एंड दिसंबर ये 3 महीने का करंट अफेयर्स का एक जिस्ट बता देता हूं, क्योंकि एज पर प्रीवियस प्रीलिम्स एग्जाम्स ऑफ 2021, 22 एंड 20 करंट अफेयर्स बहुत ज्यादा पीछे से नहीं पूछा जाता है। लास्ट 3-4 मंथ्स विल बी सफिशिएंट। तो विदाउट वेस्टिंग एनी टाइम मैं बस ये 3 महीने में जो भी करंट अफेयर्स हुआ है उसको डिक्टेट एंड रिपीट करते जाऊंगा। आप चाहे तो नोट कर लो या तो सिर्फ सुन लो, दैट विल बी एनफ। 31 जनवरी को फाउंडेशन डे सेलिब्रेशन हुआ है फॉर नेशनल कमीशन फॉर वीमेन। ये एस्टेब्लिश हुआ था 31 जन ऑफ 1992 को, और हर साल इसका फाउंडेशन डे सेलिब्रेटेड होता है 31 जनवरी को। इन दिस ओकेशन आवर प्रेसिडेंट श्रीमती द्रौपदी मुर्मू received a book named as Sashakt Nari Sashakt Bharat, and it is written by Shriti Zubin Irani. She is the Union Minister for Women and Child. Next, we have completed 75 years of independence, and after that entered the Amrit Kal. This is also known as Azadi Ka Amrit Kal, and this Azadi Ka Amrit Kal का period है 25 years up to 2047. आज़ादी का अमृत काल का सिग्निफिकेंस है कि in the next 25 years up to 2047 India will become a developed country. So 2022 plus 25 you will get 2047. Next is DBT or direct benefit transfer. It was launched in 2013 1st January. DBT के अंदर PM किसान स्कीम भी आता है और आयुष्मान भारत योजना भी आता है। आयुष्मान भारत योजना is to uplift the poor. नेक्स्ट इज सेलिब्रेटिंग जनजातीय गौरव दिवस। यह हर साल 15 नवंबर को मनाया जाता है स्टार्टिंग फ्रॉम 2021। दिस डे डिनोट्स द बर्थ एनिवर्सरी ऑफ भगवान बिरसा मुंडा। नेक्स्ट इज मोन्यूमेंट एट मंगर धाम। राजस्थान के बांसवाड़ा डिस्ट्रिक्ट में जो मंगर धाम है दैट वाज डिक्लेयर्ड नेशनल मोन्यूमेंट टू रिमेंबर द सैक्रिफाइस ऑफ ट्राइबल्स। नेक्स्ट इज आदि आदर्श ग्राम योजना। अंडर दिस स्कीम 36,000 tribal dominated villages were being developed and more than 400 Eklavya model schools have been opened in tribal areas. Next is a poem named Nari Shakti. It was written by an Odia poet Kuntal Kumari Sabat. She was also known as Utkal Bharti. Next is VKS rocket. VKS का full form है Vikram Suborbital Rocket. ISRO made history by launching this because this is India's first private rocket. It was a joint venture of ISRO and a private Indian space tech startup named Skyroot Aerospace. It was launched from Sriharikota, Andhra Pradesh, and was congratulated by our Science and Technology Minister Dr. Jitendra Singh. Next is Swamitva scheme. Survey of villages and mapping with improvised technology in village areas. ये इसका फुल फॉर्म है सर्वे ऑफ विलेजेस एंड मैपिंग विथ इम्प्रोवाइज्ड टेक्नोलॉजी इन विलेज एरियाज। दिस इज अ मैपिंग स्कीम हुज एम इज इंटीग्रेटेड प्रॉपर्टी वैलिडेशन solution for rural India. In this mapping scheme, drones are used heavily with another technology known as CORS. Full form is Continuously Operating Reference Station. Continuously Operating Reference Station. This scheme is for 4 years 2020 to 2024. It was launched on the National Panchayati Raj Day, which is celebrated every year on 24th April. Next information, Rajpath from now on will be known as Kartavya Path. Next information, 21 islands in Andaman and Nicobar have been named after the awardees of Param Vir Chakra. Also in Andaman Nicobar, Prerna Sthali Memoriam has been founded. Prerna Sthali Memorial. It is founded to dedicate to the contribution of Netaji Subhash Chandra Bose. Next is about INS Vikrant. INS Vikrant R11 has joined our force as India's first aircraft carrier. The first INS Vikrant of INS Vikrant series was launched on 22nd September in 1945 and then it was named Hercules. This current INS Vikrant has been commissioned on the coast of Kerala. Next is Global Innovation Index. In this Global Innovation Index, currently India's rank is 40. Now about Veer Bal Divas. India has observed the first Veer Bal Divas on 26th December. It is in the honor of the Sahibzadas, means the four sons of the final Sikh Guru, Guru Gobind Singh. This date marks the sacrifice of youngest of these four Sahibzadas, Zorawar Singh and Fateh Singh. Next is Vibhajan Vivishika Shriti Divas, which is on 14th August to remember the horrors of partition and in memory of those who lost their lives during that partition. Next, Pradhan Mantri Mudra Yojana. It was launched in 2015 to provide loans up to 10 lakh to the non-corporate, non-firm, small and micro enterprises. Mudra stands for Micro Units Development and Refinance Agency Limited. This provides loans to NBFC and MFIs. NBFC means non-banking financial companies and MFI denotes microfinance institutions. Next topic is Agnivir. This is a scheme under which youth can join the army for temporary period. Most of the joinee will leave the service within 4 years. But after completing 4 years, 25% of the joinees will be recruited permanently for a period of 15 years. To apply for this post, age should be between 17.5 to 21. After completing these 4 years of service, they will get a Seva Nidhi package worth of 11.71 lakhs. They will also get 48 lakh of life insurance coverage. In case of any death during the period, their family will receive amount of 1 crore. Another information is about TOPS, which denotes Target Olympic Podium Scheme. It is to spot sporting talents in every corner of this country and prepare them for Olympic Games. This is under Ministry of Youth Affairs and Sports and this was launched in 2014. Next is a scheme about differently disabled people who are also known as Divyang. In 2015, AIC campaign or Accessible India campaign was launched, which is also known as Sugamya Bharat Abhiyan. Next is PMGS, that is Pradhan Mantri Gati Shakti Yojana. This was launched in 2021 and this includes National Logistics Policy. Logistics means transportation of goods. Under this policy, the aim is to cut the cost from 14% of GDP of our country to 10% of the GDP in 2022. Regarding this matter, also a project called Bharatmala project was launched to connect more than 550 districts and make efficient the traffic movement across the country. Next is about Udan Yojana. Udan is the abbreviation for Ude Desh Ka Aam Nagrik. Every year, 21st October is known as Udan Day and under this scheme, till now 147 airports has been developed in India. After aeroplanes, now it is about trains. Indian Railway has tested a new system called Kavach, which is an automatic train protection system to make journey through trains more safer. This Kavach system was announced in 2022 Union Budget and it is a part of Atmanirbhar Bharat initiative. The Kavach works under the technology of TCAS, which is abbreviation for Train Collision Avoidance System. Next is about renewable energy. India currently ranks 4th in the world in terms of renewable energy capacity. Already it is making 40% of its electricity generation from non-fossil fuels. And at this rate, it will be 100% by the year 2070. Also, there is a provision of mixing 20% ethanol in petrol to reduce the use of petrol. Next is about G20 Summit. India will assume its presidency in 2023, whereas in 2022 the presidency of G20 was for Indonesia. The mantra or theme India is looking forward to give G20 is One Earth, One Family, One Future. India will hold the presidency of G20 from 1st December 2022 to 30th November 2023, and the theme will be this, which is also known as Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam. G20 comprises of 19 countries and one continent, that is European Union. These 19 countries are Argentina, Australia, Brazil, Canada, China, France, Germany, India, Indonesia, Italy, Japan, Republic of Korea, Mexico, Russia, Saudi Arabia, South Africa, Turkey, United States, United Kingdom, and European Union. G20 group does not have any permanent secretariat. इसका कोई permanent secretariat नहीं होता है. The secretariat always comprises of 3 countries. जिस country के पास previous year का presidency था, the current presidency, and the country which will assume the next presidency. So 2022 में Indonesia got the presidency. In 2023 it's India, our country, and in 2024 it will be Brazil. Next is SCO or Shanghai Cooperation Organization. It is in news because in 2023 India also gets the presidency of SCO, and the SCO 2023 summit will be held in Goa. In 2022 presidency of SCO was offered to Uzbekistan, and the 2022 SCO summit Samarkand of Uzbekistan. Currently SCO is comprised of 8 countries, namely China, India, Kazakhstan, Kyrgyzstan, Russia, Pakistan, Tajikistan, and Uzbekistan. And the headquarters of SCO is in Beijing, China. Next is about this year's sports awards. Major Dhyan Chand Khel Ratna Award 2022 was won by Achanta Sharat Kamal. He is a table tennis player. This is about Major Dhyan Chand Khel Ratna Award. Next is Arjuna Award. मैं एक एक करके नाम बताते जाऊंगा, आप नोट कर लीजिए. जो नाम डिफिकल्ट होगा मैं लिख दूंगा, और साथ में ब्रांच भी बताते जाऊंगा कि किस कैटेगरी में अर्जुना अवार्ड उनको मिला है. फर्स्ट इज सीमा पुनिया इन एथलेटिक्स. सेकेंड इज एल्डोज पॉल, इट्स ऑल्सो इन एथलेटिक्स. देन अविनाश मुकुंद सेबल, ऑल्सो इन एथलेटिक्स. लक्ष्य सेन बैडमिंटन. HS प्रणय, ऑल्सो बैडमिंटन. अमित इन बॉक्सिंग. निखात जरीन, ऑल्सो इन बॉक्सिंग. भक्ति प्रदीप कुलकर्णी in chess. R Pragyananda, it's also in chess. Deep Grace Eka, it is for hockey. Then Sushila Devi for judo. Sakshi Kumari for kabaddi. Nayan Moni Saikia for lawn ball. Then Sagar Kailash for Malakham. Ella Venil Valarivan for shooting. आपको एक एक नाम अलग से बहुत अच्छे से याद नहीं रखना है, आप बस इस नाम के लिस्ट को 4-5 बार पढ़ के या सुन के जाइए, ताकि MCQ में जो 4 ऑप्शन दिया जाता है उनमें से एक को आप पहचान पाओ. नेक्स्ट इज ओम प्रकाश मिथारवल, ऑल्सो फॉर शूटिंग. श्रीजा अकुला फॉर टेबल टेनिस. विकास ठाकुर फॉर वेट लिफ्टिंग. अंशु फॉर रेसलिंग. वेट लिफ्टिंग और रेसलिंग अलग है. सरिता इज ऑल्सो फॉर रेसलिंग. परवीन फॉर वुशु. मानसी गिरीश चंद्रा जोशी फॉर पैरा बैडमिंटन. ये इंपॉर्टेंट है क्योंकि ये पैरा वाला स्पोर्ट्स है तो आ सकता है एग्जाम में. तरुण धिलो ऑल्सो फॉर पैरा बैडमिंटन. स्वप्निल संजय पाटिल फॉर पैरा स्विमिंग. जेरलिन अनिका फॉर डेफ बैडमिंटन. नाउ द अवार्ड्स फॉर कोचेस इन स्पोर्ट्स विच इज कॉल्ड द्रोणाचार्य अवार्ड. जीवन जोत सिंह तेजा फॉर आर्चरी. मोहम्मद अली कामार for boxing. Suma Siddharth Shirur for parachuting. Sujit Man for wrestling. These are not players, these are coaches, remember. ये था द्रोणाचार्य अवार्डीज का नेम इन रेगुलर कैटेगरीज, और इसमें लाइफ टाइम कैटेगरीज में आते हैं दिनेश जवाहर लैड फॉर क्रिकेट. बिमल प्रफुल्ल घोष फॉर फुटबॉल. राज सिंह फॉर रेसलिंग. नेक्स्ट इज ध्यानचंद अवार्ड फॉर लाइफ टाइम अचीवमेंट. First is Ashwini Akunji for athletics. Then Dharamveer Singh for hockey. B.C. Suresh for kabaddi. Then Neer Bahadur Gurung for para athletics. Now Rashtriya Khel Protsahan Puraskar. This is awarded to institutes. 2020 में the awardees are Kalinga Institute of Industrial Technology, Ladakh Ski and Snowboard Association, and Transstadia Enterprises Private Limited. Last one is Maulana Abul Kalam Azad Trophy This year it is owned by Guru Nanak Dev University, Amritsar. Next is about Martyrdom Day, which is celebrated on 23rd November to respect Guru Tegh Bahadur Ji. Guru Tegh Bahadur Ji was also known as हिंद का चादर. अब नेशनल फ्लोरेंस नाइटिंगेल अवार्ड्स नाम से ही आपको पता चल रहा है कि दिस इज डेडिकेटेड टू नर्सेस. इट इज गिवन बाय प्रेसिडेंट ऑफ इंडिया एंड इट वाज एस्टेब्लिश्ड इन 1973 by Ministry of Health and Family Welfare. Next is 19th Asian Summit. ASEAN is the abbreviation for Association of Southeast Asian Nations. और ये 19th Asian India Summit was in Cambodia, specifically in Cambodia's capital Phnom Penh. The member states of ASEAN are Brunei, Cambodia, Indonesia, Laos, Malaysia, Myanmar, Philippines, Singapore, Thailand and Vietnam. There are total 10 countries and the headquarter of ASEAN is in Jakarta, Indonesia. Next information, an Indian festival called Sangai Kumhei. This festival is an annual cultural festival of Manipur. Next information is about addition of a new airport called Tony Polo Airport in Itanagar, Arunachal Pradesh. Next, ISRO successfully launched EOS 6 satellite, which is a third generation satellite in the OceanSat series. It was a part of a mission called PSLV C-54 mission. Under this mission, along with EOS 6 satellite, 8 nanosatellites were also launched. Next is a special day called Lachit Divas. It is celebrated on 24th November. It is the birth anniversary of Lachit Borpukhan. He is considered a heroic figure in Assam. Next is about an election in Malaysia, and the new Prime Minister of Malaysia is Dato Seri Anwar Ibrahim. In recent news, under the ECTA, that is Economic Cooperation and Trade Agreement, Australia approves free trade agreement with India. The full form of ECTA is Economic Cooperation Trade Agreement. Next, the 53rd International Film Festival was conducted in Goa, in which Telugu actor Chiranjeevi was conferred the Indian Film Personality of the Year. Currently in Asian Cup 2022, Manika Batra got a bronze medal. She is a table tennis player and she defeated world number 6 Hina Hayata of Japan, and the match was in Bangkok, Thailand. Again a news about G20 summit. The 2022 G20 summit was in Indonesia, Bali, and during that summit the world leaders visited a particular mangrove known as Taman Hutan Raya. This is a famous mangrove forest in Bali, Indonesia. And during this, India has joined the MAC, that is Mangrove Alliance for Climate. Next is a demise or death news of Padma Shri awardee Shri R.L. Kashyap. He was a mathematician and Padma Shri awardee. Now the election of 50th Chief Justice of India, CJI. Justice Dhananjay Yashwant Chandrachud was sworn in as the 50th Chief Justice of India. Was sworn in मतलब शपथ दिलाए गए हैं. By whom? By President of India, श्रीमती द्रौपदी मुर्मू. So CGI के ऊपर क्वेश्चन आ सकता है कि CGI का टेन्योर कितना होता है. Who can appoint the CGI? President of India. इस टाइप के क्वेश्चन आ सकते हैं. Next in news is a national park called Kuno Habitat, because recently 2 cheetahs have been released to this habitat. This is in Madhya Pradesh, MP. Next is about a scheme called Niveshak Didi. It is to promote financial literacy by the woman for the woman, launched by Indian Post Payment Bank. Under this scheme, IPPB has launched India's first floating financial literacy camp in Dal Lake of Srinagar, Jammu Kashmir. Next is Vigilance Awareness Week. This is observed every year for a complete week, that is 7 days, in which the birthday of Sardar Patel, that is Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel, falls in, which is 31st October. For example, in 2022, the Vigilance Awareness Week were conducted from 31st October to 6th November, and the theme was Corruption Free India for a Developed Nation. Recently in news is garden in Rashtrapati Bhavan known as Amrit Udyan. This year it specially showcased 12 unique qualities of tulip species. Next, 74th Republic Day. celebrated on 26 January 2022. The drafting committee for constitution was headed by Dr. B.R. Ambedkar. But what we don't know is the initial draft was prepared by B.N. Rao. Next is a mission called Gangayaan. It is planned by ISRO and it is about to send a 3-member team to the space for a period of 5 to 7 days. This will be launched by GSLV Mk3. GSLV means Geosynchronous Satellite Launch Vehicle. And under Gangayaan mission, the human space flight, which will be India's first human space flight, will be known as H1. Next in news is National Voters Day, which is on 25th January, and in 2023 it will be 13th National Voters Day. And the theme of this National Voters Day is Nothing Like Voting, I Vote for Sure. And what is the motto of Election Commission? The motto is No Voter to be Left Behind. Regarding National Voters Day, former Chief Election Commissioner Sri Rajiv Kumar has written a book titled Electing the First Citizen, an illustrated chronicle of India's presidential elections. ये पूरा एक बुक का नाम है, which was written by Rajiv Kumar. Next is an award called Pradhan Mantri Rashtriya Bal Puraskar. In 2023, it was won by 11 children. The criteria of age group is 5 to 18 years and there are 6 categories. Next in news is 23rd January, which is also Netaji Subhash Chandra Bose's birth anniversary. And in 2023, it is named as Parakram Divas. Next is some festivals that falls on 13th January and is known as Lohri in Punjab, as Makar Sankranti in most of the regions, as Magh Bihu in Assam, and as Pongal in Tamil. Now one of the very important occasion of this year, which is Pravasi Bharatiya Divas. On 10th January 2023, Pravasi Bharatiya Samman Awards were given at Indore, Madhya Pradesh. Theme of this year's Pravasi Bharatiya Divas was Diaspora, Reliable Partners for India's Progress in Amrit Kal. There were 2 guests and the chief guest was the President of Republic of Guyana, Dr. Muhammad Irfan Ali, and the second guest was Mr. Chandrika Prasad Santokhi, and he is the President of Republic of Suriname. In other news, MES or Military Engineering Services has completed the first ever 3D printed houses at Gandhinagar, Gujarat. Also on 4th January, 18th National Jamboree of Bharat Scouts and Guides was inaugurated at Pali, Rajasthan. In another news of Rajasthan, 1000 megawatt solar power project of SGVN Limited was inaugurated in Bikaner, Rajasthan. Next information is, till now, total 105 amendments has been done to our Indian Constitution. In this year, Union Minister of Petroleum and Natural Gas, Shri Hardeep Singh Puri, congratulated Indian Oil Corporation for successfully exporting the first batch of indigenously made AVGES 10LL through pipeline to Papua New Guinea. Next is, on 31st January 2023, President Draupadi Murmu is for first time going to address the joint session of Parliament. Next in international news, the 77th session of United Nations General Assembly has chosen its president, Mr. Saba Korosi. Next, from 27th Jan to 30th Jan, Ministry of Culture is organizing Vitasta program to showcase the arts and crafts of Kashmir. Next, the Indian women cricket team has won the Under-19 ICC T20 World Cup, in which they beat England under the captaincy of Harmanpreet Kaur. There is a new book called India, the Mother of Democracy, which is released by ICHR, that is Indian Council of Historical Research. Next, the parade of our country's 75th Independence Day was performed at Kariappa Parade Ground in Delhi. In this year's Republic Day celebration, which was the 74th Republic Day, the chief guest was President El-Sisi, who is the President of Egypt. Also, COP27, which is known as Conference of the Parties, was the 27th meeting of UNFCCC, that is United Nations Framework Convention on Climate Change. And this 27th meeting was held in Sharm el Sheikh, which is in Egypt. In another news, India has just conducted National Brainstorming Session on 24th and 25th Jan, organized by Professor Ajay K. Sood, who is the Principal Scientific Advisor to the Government of India. Next, in case of G20 Summit, India has chosen Shri Amitabh Kant as India's Sherpa or representative. Currently, the CEO of Niti Aayog is Shri Parameshwaram Iyer. The 26th National Youth Festival is being organized at Habali Dharwad, that is in Karnataka. And this National Youth Festival is a part of Y20 Summit, which is India holding for the first time under the Ministry of Youth Affairs and Sports. Currently, the Minister of Youth Affairs and Sports is Shri Anurag Thakur. Theme of this festival is Vikasit Yuva, Vikasit Bharat. And this National Youth Festival is being inaugurated on 12th January, which is also the occasion of birth anniversary of Swami Vivekananda. And this day is also known as National Youth Day. In another news, a book has been published named Braving a Viral Storm, India's COVID-19 Vaccine Story, and it is written by Ashish Chandorkar. In this year's Men's Hockey World Cup is organized in Odisha, and the stadium in which it was inaugurated is Barabati Stadium. In recent election in Israel, Eichi Netanyahu is elected as PM for the 6th time. Recently, the world's longest river cruise known as MV Ganga, MV means motor vehicle. It is the world's longest river cruise, was inaugurated in tent city of Varanasi on 13th January. It will begin its journey from Varanasi in Uttar Pradesh and its destination is Dibrugarh in Assam. In the world of movies, Golden Globe Award was given for the best original song, Natu Natu, in the movie by Rajamouli, RRR. The composer of this song is M.M. Kiravani, lyricist is K. Subhash Chandra Bose, and the singers are Rahul Sipliganj and Kal Bhairava. Recently in Manipur, a bridge has been inaugurated named Kangla Nongpuk Thong. I have already told about the Pravasi Bhartiya Divas. It was celebrated during 3 days, in which the first day was 8th January. It was Y20 or Youth Pravasi Bhartiya Divas. Then the 9th January, it was the original Pravasi Bhartiya Divas. And on 10th January, Pravasi Bhartiya Samman Awards were given. There were total 3 guests. First was Dr. Muhammad Irfan Ali. He is the President of Cooperative Republic of Guyana. He is the chief guest. Another guest was Mr. Chandrika Prasad Santokhi. He is the President of Republic of Suriname. And on the day of Youth Summit, Miss Zanetta Mascarenhas, who is the Member of Parliament of Australia. Currently, Dr. Tehemton passed away. He was known as the father of laparoscopic surgery in India. Currently, a festival called Parshuram Kund Festival was celebrated in Arunachal Pradesh. A commemorative postal stamp named as Surakshit Jai Prashikshit Jai was released to underline the importance of legal and safe migration. In some recent medical news, leishmaniasis was there. It is a disease also known as Kala-Azar, and it is caused by a protozoa parasite. And the main vector or transmitter for this disease is sandflies. Currently, some temples like Rudreshwara temple, Bhadrachalam temples, etc. was developed under Prasad scheme. The full form of this scheme is Pilgrimage Rejuvenation and Spiritual Heritage Augmentation Drive. On the occasion of National Energy Conservation Day, which was in 14th December, Electric Vehicle Yatra Portal or EV Yatra Portal has been developed. National Human Rights Day was celebrated by National Human Rights Commission on 10th December. Also, the year-long celebration of the 75 years of UDHR, that is Universal Declaration of Human Rights. The theme for 2022 has been chosen as Dignity, Freedom and Justice for All. Our Vice President as well as Rajya Sabha Chairman Sri Jagdeep Dhankar has inaugurated the 23rd edition of Hornbill Festival at Naga Heritage Village near the capital Kohima of Nagaland. Currently, Navy Day was celebrated on 4th December. In Nagaland, the traditional headgear is known as Sifi. Retired Air Marshal P.V. Iyer has launched his book called Fit at Any Age. Currently, total 475 Vande Bharat trains is running in India, and the latest addition to it is Howrah New Jalpaiguri Vande Bharat train in West Bengal. The Tibetan New Year, also known as Losar, was on 25th December. The year 2023 has been declared the International Year of Millets. 19th December is known as Operation Vijay Day or Goa Liberation Day. India has won for consecutive 3 years the Blind T20 World Cup, which was conducted in Bengaluru, and India defeated in the final match Bangladesh. Every year on 16th December, Vijay Diwas is celebrated to commemorate the war we won in 1971 against Pakistan. There is an inauguration of new airport at Mopa in Goa, which is also named as Manohar International Airport. Recently, the 9th World Ayurveda Congress, WAC stands for World Ayurveda Congress, was held in Goa, in which the theme was Ayurveda for One Health. Armed Forces Flag Day is celebrated on 7th December.